Hey everyone, Robot here. And this video will continue part 2 of the DBD lingo, slang, and terminology. If you missed part 1, you can click on the card on the top right corner of your screen for a link to that video. I'll have Robbie the robot continue sharing his DBD knowledge with all of us.
Take it away, buddy.
Good day to you laddies. Let's continue with the lingo and definitions. Locker save, tech used by survivors, where they perform a flashlight or flashbang save when a killer grabs a survivor that is slowly stepping out of a locker. Once the killer is in the locker grab animation, survivors perform a flashlight or flashbang save by blinding the killer at the right moment to make them drop the survivor they just grabbed. Looping, the term used when survivors use tiles or structures around them to stay away from the killer.
I got you now!
M1, term used for killers who perform a basic attack. The term comes from PC players since they use the button mouse 1 to perform a basic attack. Mind game, action performed by killers or survivors around the map, using structures or micro-movements to trick the opponent into thinking they are moving in one direction or are in a spot when in reality they move in the opposite direction or show up at another spot. Moonwalk, used when killers or survivors walk backwards, used very often by killers when trying to mind game survivors. NOED, acronym for No One Escapes Death, which is a hex perk that resides in a lit totem, and until the totem is cleansed, all survivors suffer from the exposed status effect, giving the killer the ability to put them in the dying state with a basic attack. Pokos, used when a killer gets a hit on a survivor that shouldn't have hit but did, typically followed by a ping check.
What? What?
Pop, short for pop goes the we sell. This perk allows killers to regress a good portion of a generator's progress by kicking it within 60 seconds of hooking a survivor. Sandbag, an action performed by a survivor that caused another survivor to be put in the dying state or get hit by the killer. This can be intentional or unintentional.
You take it. I said
You're not gonna go for the save. Oh, the sandbag.
Slug, used when a killer decides to leave a survivor on the ground after putting them in the dying state instead of picking them up to hook them. Snowball, action performed by a killer where he puts 2 or more survivors in the dying state in a short amount of time. Stack, term used for token. Tokens affect certain perks for both survivors and killers. Sweat, term used to describe survivors or killers who play to win using meta perks or strats that are frowned upon. SWIF, acronym Survive with Friends, which refers to playing as survivors with friends. Teabag, the action of crouching repeatedly. It can be meant as BMing the killer or trying to convey other survivors to perform certain actions such as getting healed. Tunnel, action performed by the killer that involves chasing a survivor immediately after it has been unhooked, to the point of ignoring other nearby survivors. Window tech, a tech used by survivors that involves crossing a window while the killer is vaulting, trying to hide by taking advantage of the limited killer FOV during the vault.
Bye, have a great time.
Thanks, Robbie. That was a lot of good information. Thanks everyone for watching. If you'd like to be notified when I upload my next video, you can subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to watch some tips and gameplay, you can click on the thumbnails on the left hand side of your screen. I'll see you on the next one.